Motherfucker. Another day of shaky camera because I did not bother screwing down the base a little bit. Or whatever. Yeah, buddy. So at work, we had inventory in early December. And I went to pull an order on, I think it was like January 1st. I think inventory was like December 10th. And I went to pull something on like January 6th or 10th, January 10th, something like that. And it was for 3 of these chair legs. What the fuck? Or not chair legs. 3 of these legs that you put on ice chests or ice bins. And they're a special. They're called flange because the feet are these fucking like 4-inch wide discs. Unlike the other ones, which are just legs. Like fucking 3/4-inch wide feet. Okay? So these flange ones, they come in a box that's like double the width. Instead of being like a 3x3 square, it's like a 6 or 7 inch square. 6x6, 7x7, something like that. I haven't really exactly, maybe 8x8, I don't know. It's the only box that's that big for legs. The only one that I have. So I know the box, and there's only 1 or 2 of them. I know there's only been like 1 since I started, like fucking a year and a half ago. And it stands out because there's no others like it. That's it. It's the only box that shape. And it's a shitty box to begin with. So, I mean, it's not solid. It's a shit box. It's fucked up. It's all fucked up. So I remember it. I fucking remember it. When I saw it on the order, I knew exactly where it was sitting. And I'm looking at the order. I'm like, damn, bro. It says 3. We don't have 3. And I was like, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. And I went over there. Sure enough, we only had 1. I'm like, why does it say 3? So I was like, yeah, that order of 3 legs, we only have 1. And the lady that puts the orders in is like, we're supposed to, I swear to God, she said 15. But whatever. So we're supposed to have 15. I was like, we've never had 15. We have never had 15 of those. Like, we've never even had 5 of those. Like, I would give maybe we had 2 at one time. Maybe. Because I thought we had 2. But the ones that they needed were silver. And we had 1 silver and 1 black. But the black one was like one that came out of a fucking ice bin. That they didn't need the legs for, so we kept them as like a backup or something. Or why ever we kept them, I don't know. One of the installers brought it back, like, here, save these. Like, okay. No! I'm just kidding, there's no cars here. It's gonna be fine. So I looked at the transaction history. And in 2021, somebody added 15 of them. And in 2020, somebody added 1. And those are like manual adjustments. So if you take those ones that were manually adjusted, take them out, then we're even. So I don't know how or why those got in there. Maybe somebody counted the other ones wrong. I don't know. But then I hear later on, this is Friday, then I hear later on that day, yeah, somebody wrote 17 on the sheet though. I guess there should have been 17 in the system. I don't know. And I'm like, 17? Like, I counted that side. I did not write 17. I didn't. Like, I counted it. I didn't. So I have more questions as to how the fuck. So, but anyway, on Friday when I found out that our count was wrong, except the guy that played Dr. Cox got the notes right on Scrubs, good TV show. So I was like, if that's wrong, then there's probably more shit wrong. But there shouldn't be, because the majority of that shit never fucking moves. Anyway, so I counted everything, all the small boxes, not the machines, but all the small boxes we have along these two walls. Well, it's along one, like on warehouse racks. It's like the bottom and second from the bottom racks on one small wall. And like one section I made on another wall. So I counted all that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I counted all the small stuff. And I want to say 6 were short, and like 8 or 9 or 10 or whatever were over, something like that. It was like 16 of them had a variance to it. And I'm like, one of the dudes, I love the guy, but he's trying to cover ass. He's like, these are different because there's stuff that hasn't been billed yet. Dude, speed up and get the fuck up there, retard. What the fuck? Don't just pay someone and then fucking turn your turn signal on. I want to come in your lane, but you're right there. It's like, well, pace. Line up with the hole, bitch. What are you doing? That's a you problem. Fix it. I didn't brake, though. God damn, man, he's going slow as fuck. What the fuck, man? Go! Why are you gonna fucking get over and then go slow? Man, what the fuck, man? But anyway, he's like, yeah, it's probably like that because these things haven't been built yet. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry, but these don't move. Like, a lot of this shit has been here since I started. Like, how is it high or low? Like, I moved this shit months ago to this new location on this side, And there's a bunch of variances over here. And I told people, I was like, I have fucking written down these fucking things that have been here since I got here, that have never been in the system. There's a list of like 10 of them. Like in 2022, nobody added them. In 2023, wait, is that right? No, 2023, that inventory, nobody added them. And then I checked the inventory a couple times for like a week. Like maybe they're adding shit later through maybe they're, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I'm not part of that shit up there. They ask me, well, what about this and this? Like, I don't know. I don't do that. They just give me paper. I just go and count the shelves. I write down what's not on the paper, and then I give it back. After that, I don't fucking know. I'm not involved with that shit. Like, I'm fucking new here. This is what they've been doing for years. Fucking teach me how to do that side. Or just get out of my way and I'll fucking do it. I'll figure it out. But if they're the ones doing that shit, then let them do that shit. But the problem is they're not fucking adjusting the inventory. And I'm understanding why a lot of people say what they say and why a lot of people quit. There's a lot of people I've seen quit. And I'm talking to them like, well, I got accused of shit that had nothing to do with me. And in my head, I'm like, who would do that? Well, I know who would do that now. Fucking admins up the chain. Very strange, dude. Very fucking strange. Yeah, and there was so they're doing billing for the service techs. They're billing the customers, which what a great customer to be, because you fucking you come get the work done and you don't get billed for however many weeks or months until the bill actually comes. So you can fucking be pumping out ice cream or slushes or mixed drinks or ice or whatever the fuck, or working the grill or whatever, making money while you're waiting for the bill. So that's a good position to be in. But anyway, so for every 10 bills they submit, 9 of them get rejected, and then they submit 19 bills because they tried to fix the 9 that got rejected, and then they submit the 19 bills, and fucking 17 get rejected. So then they submit 27 bills, and fucking 25 get rejected. It just keeps building and building and building. And then their billing person's like, yeah, I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to get out of here. I don't know if she's going back to school, but I'm totally sure she wanted to fucking get out of there. Because just doing the system, you're just filling out the form like you're supposed to, and the system says go fuck yourself and kicks it back, and nobody seems to really know why. I bet I could figure that shit out. Clown shoes? Fuck. But so I said, hey man, what do you got going for that position up there? And we had a meeting about it, and distracted me, I guess. Let's listen to the ADHD guy try and remember what he was talking about. But we had a meeting about the fucking billing thing. And they're like, well, we're not going to refill that position. And I was floored. Like, what do you mean you're not going to refill that position? What? All I've heard over the last few months is maybe like 6 months even. Like, we really wish she'd go full time. The person's doing the billing. We need more. We need, you know, we're trying to get, you know, the billing to happen faster. And, you know, she's only part-time, so she does what she can. She does what she can. Does what she can. Hey, baby, nice cans. God damn. But we wish she'd go full-time, and she's giving us some more time. And then I hear an update a month later. Yeah, she's getting a little faster with it, but there's still a lot getting rejected, so it falls behind. And then I hear, no, we're not refilling that position. It's like, how do we go from we wish she'd work full-time, and even some offhand comments like we could probably use 2 full-time people, to like, no, we're not refilling that position. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, well, we trained the lady that's already trying to do dispatch, and she's never really been good at it. Like, she's been here a while now and still terrible. Like, yesterday, the dispatch was walking around like, hey, where's so-and-so? I don't know. So I texted him, like, where were you for the tech meeting? And he's like, I'm at this convention with John where we're supposed to be. Why? And I started laughing, like, oh, the person that scheduled you there doesn't even know where you are. Doesn't know where you're supposed to be, I guess. Because she was out here looking for you. So yeah, she's like that. It's like that. Those schedule motherfuckers, they'll be where they're supposed to be, and she doesn't have any idea, and she's walking around looking for them. Like the whole fucking property. Inside, outside. Where's Brian? Where's Brian? Where's Brian? Where you told him to be, lady? That's not nice. Doesn't matter. Male, female, don't matter. So she's terrible. So they're like, she's going to do billing or whatever. And then I was like, well, what about who else? Like, well, this guy, this parts, he's parts and something else. He's going to be backing up Dana. And I'm like, okay. But then I hear, well, the main person to be doing it is going to be this other new guy. Like, well, that new guy is there to fucking clean up inventory flow and all that shit. And work on everything inventory. Blah, blah, blah. Like, all kinds of different shit that doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what he tells me, and that's what you guys tell me he's doing. So whatever, I don't know what the fuck what the fuck you're doing. It sounds like a bullshit position to me, but he's all about it, and he's interested. And you guys are interested that he's interested, so I'm interested. Now you guys are changing his position. The dude applied for and interviewed for and has been fucking brainstorming with me on some things. Like fucking... what the fuck, man? Like, what are you talking about? Now he's going to change and do billing? So what about that position you guys hired him for? Like, it doesn't, none of it makes any goddamn sense. So we were talking about it, and then he's like, well, why did you, because I was like, I want that position, give me that position. Like, well, why? Because I don't want to be in the warehouse next summer. Like, I'm fucking, last summer broke me. Like, I don't want to fucking do it anymore. Too fucking hot. Like, it's the first time in my life there was at least 2 different instances where I'm gonna have a fucking heat stroke. Oh, fucking cunt. Never have to stop at this light. I was like, oh shit. I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting dizzy and feel nauseous. Lightheaded. I know where this is going. Straight into the fucking air conditioning. There was one time I went in the shop. I stepped, because the shop's air conditioned. I stepped right inside the shop and like plopped my back against the wall and was staring at the floor. And I didn't know there was two dudes in there. And they're like, what's up? And I was like, just cooling off. And they gave me a weird look. I wasn't going to be like, I was nose to nose with heat stroke and got the fuck out of there. I wasn't going to say that shit. Is it because you're too proud and you don't want to go to the hospital? Yeah, that's right. I'm already going to have to come up with $250 for emergency room visit. So that's cool. Fuck, I'm hungry. So he's like, well, what if we like put your desk like in air conditioning and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't think you understand, bro. That's a lot of time I still have to be in the fucking warehouse when it's fucking 130 degrees out there. Boy, I get some respite in the air conditioning, a little bit more. Ooh, than I already fucking gave myself. Go stand in the fucking bathroom or the demo room or the shop. I'll get about 3 times more of that. It's still not okay. If we have a summer like last summer, and he was like, is there, like, they're questioning me, like, is there anything, or he was questioning me, is there anything else, are you cool with it other than that? I was like, I mean, I guess. Is there anything you don't like about it? I was like, I mean, I don't know. No, not really, I guess. And there was a position that the dude was doing. All I understood was like social media and outreach. I didn't know outreach meant like going out in the field and doing seminars with people and sales calls and all this shit. I didn't know that was. But I was looking at his job description because he got bumped to sales. And I was like, I would fucking love to have his job, but I didn't know what his job was. And I'm like, I'm not a sales guy. And it's funny when you say you're not a sales guy, and then a sales guy tries to sell you sales. It's like, you're full of shit. You know you're full of shit. Dude, you know you're full of shit. So I said I'm too honest for sales. And he's like, well, blah, if you believe in something, I'm like, dude, no. No. Because in sales, if a customer asks you, you can't just be flat out honest. You're going to fucking tank a sale. I've tanked sales before. Back when I worked at Office Max, Windows XP was launching. I know, that's a long time ago. Windows XP was launching. And fucking this customer came in, they had an old computer, like, well, I'm here to get a new operating system. And I was like, okay, cool. What kind of computer do you like? When did you buy it? Like, what kind of specs you got going? And they're like, well, I got it in 1994, and it was only like 2001 or something like that. Maybe she said like 96, I don't remember. But I was like, okay, with older hardware like that, you're gonna want Windows 98 second edition. She's like, what about XP? I was like, XP's great, but right now they don't have much hardware. They don't have any drivers for old hardware, so there's a gamble that if you install it, you may not even be able to connect to the internet. You may not be able to boot your device because it may not have drivers for your motherboard or for your video card or something. You may not have the drivers, and the operating system may not have those drivers, and you're going to have to connect to the internet and put those drivers on the floppy or or order a CD-ROM with those drivers or something, and then install those, and then you can use your computer. Or you could just get Windows 98 Second Edition, which is like everything you're going to need. Because XP was, they packed a lot on those discs, or that disc, and they fucking scrimped on old drivers. So my boss pulled me aside and he was like, hey, you could have sold her XP. And I'm like, I could have, but I would have been knowingly probably fucking her. And he scolded me for that. I'm like, cool, I just won't sell shit. I didn't sell shit after that. Like, I'm not gonna fucking sell something that's gonna give the customer a huge headache just to make a sale. And just like the guy told me, my boss, yeah, you can believe in XP. XP is a beautiful operating system, and just ignore all these other factors. I get what he was saying. Just say all the benefits of XP and just let him decide. You can see other shit's gonna go wrong, but you believe in XP, so nah, brah. I'm not just a fountain of positivity, just going for that paycheck. It's not how life is. If I believed that's how life was, I would fucking I'd be like everybody that worked before me for I don't know how long, and just not said anything about inventory that was off until I had to. I could have gone right there probably. I don't know, man. I've been talking to people for other jobs, other places. I've been doing phone interviews, and I've turned down the majority of them because, just like before, the few people that do respond, they're like, oh, I know we listed for 20 or 25 or whatever, but we're hiring for that position right now at 18. It's like, well, good luck. I'm out. Like, what do you mean? Like, no, I'm not interested. Well, okay, thank you. Call us back if you have a second thought. Like, I won't. Bye. And then you report them, and the job disappears on your feed. But, you can make another account real fucking easy, and all those jobs that I've reported are still there for the same listed price. Or this is the price. That's the price of the free time. You're selling them your fucking free time for that price. Like, no, bitch. If everybody went to registers, what happens a lot? It was listed as $1, but you're charging me $1.75. Go fuck yourself.